episode?
This is not the first
Start
episode
with
yet.
one of those live Saturday
No,
Night
but they
intros.
do have the sizzle for the the sizzle is finally done for the TV show.
I left my phone right
And,
now.
Oh, really?
yep,
Can we
it's finally
see
done.
that?
And, well, she's going to send it to me after she said
We're
she
hoping
was
that
showing
we're
it to
gonna-
some very
there's gonna be a TV show.
some people she feels very, very close with. To
Town
just get
board.
some whatever, but they feel very, very excited about
Reality
it, and they think they
TV.
could sell it. Now the only thing is we need to have confirmation that me and Jason will stay around.
Hopefully it's quick, because I gotta go pick my daughter up at supposedly
So if
6:30.
I don't
So
stay
we can be
around,
outta here.
there goes your TV
That's what I
shows.
need.
Can we see the
So-
first episode?
Well, it's not an episode, it's just a sizzle
Or
to
the
get.
sizzler or whatever?
Well, I'm waiting for her to get it to me.
All right.
But if I leave, so goes the TV show. Sorry. It's the truth. So we're going to talk tomorrow about whether or not we're going to do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'd like a motion to open this special meeting.
So move.
Second?
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion so carried. Okay, please let the record reflect that Jean Galucci was aware of the meeting and would have loved to have been here and supports the actions that we're expected to take tonight, but she had an audit at the place where she works, and so she couldn't be here.
And she waived the requirement requiring 2 days' notice?
Yes, she did.
Okay, thank
So
you.
if you could work that, put that in, that she waived the requirement for 2 days' notice for a special meeting. Okay, great, thanks. Okay, so I guess we should first stand for the pledge.
Yes. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so tonight we have two issues on the agenda. One is to hire a special counsel for the Ulster County Industrial Development Agency lawsuit that the town commenced on Monday night. And second, for me to just give you guys a little update on the contract negotiations in regard to the Teamsters who negotiated with us but then rejected the contract. And so I need to give a new update on where we're going to go and get some ideas from the board, how they want to proceed. So before we get into the actual meeting, is there anybody who would like to be here for public comment?
I'd like to make a motion, we accept the agenda as published.
Okay, second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion is, and nobody's here for public comment? Okay? Okay, I just,
I'm gonna-
since you were here, I thought there might be a chance you might want to speak, so.
You're part of the TV show.
Right, so the first action is to hire special counsel for the Ulster County IDA lawsuit that the town has commenced to protect our town. We are looking to hire Squire, Patton and Boggs, I guess is their new name. And what I would like to hand in before we take the action is, for the record, the lawyer that we're looking to hire, Ken Bond, to be our special counsel, happens to be an expert in IDA pilots and tax exemptions. And as a matter of fact, he has written books on this issue, and he's in the midst of re-editing and reissuing out the chapter on tax exemptions relative to economic development. So I'm going to hand into the record the stuff that he actually sent when about the work that he does on tax, this book that he's doing, just for the record, and anybody wants to see some of where he
Which
stands
is
on.
highly relevant to the subject matter of our proceeding.
Right, right. So with that, I think I'll just turn it over to Kevin to say maybe a few words before we take action.
Well, as we all know, we have authorized local counsel to commence a lawsuit against the Ulster County IDA, challenging their decision to award a pilot to Wilmerite as arbitrary and capricious. And we're also focusing on the notion that the action they took was beyond their jurisdiction or the scope of their authority. We think it's critically important to hire a second firm which will serve as a consultant to our local council to ensure that the town is properly and fully represented so that we'll have success with this lawsuit and protect the taxpayers and citizens of our town. So I think spending the money is critical to advancing our interests. We stand to lose millions of dollars over a long period of time if the IDA action is upheld. So I think it's very important.
Okay, so with that, we have a proposal from the law firm a retainer agreement. I'm sorry I didn't actually make copies for everybody. I didn't even think about it till this minute. I did ask Kevin to look it over just to make sure that he felt comfortable. And all it is really just a retainer that spells out
The hourly rate for partners, for senior attorneys, and for associates within the firm. I'm happy with the format and the content of the retainer.
So, Kevin, would you like to make a motion for the hiring the services of Squire Sanders and set an amount that you think that we should,
I would
for the time being?
move that the board authorize the hiring of Squire, Patton, and Boggs to assist local counsel in the IDA suit, and that the town authorize up to $15,000 as an initial cap for legal fees.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Game on.
Okay, the amount?
I said game on.
Oh, game on. Okay, so the only thing I just want to point out to the board as we move forward is that we start with about 60 grand or $68,000, something like that, in the budget for legal fees. Usually, we're pretty good in terms of like only spending about $25,000 or whatever, and we do have money at the end of the year. This year, because of the fact that we had the wetlands lawsuit, because of the fact that we wanted to do some solar work with the planning board and the zoning board, we also were working on the municipal water system supply, and there's some things with parades and things like that. We have been spending money, and then of course we've been spending. The town board has been engaging George Lithgow to help us and advise us of how to move forward with the IDA and all the negotiations that we've been doing with Park Point relative to the IDA. So we have expended more money. We have expended money. So we do have $21,000 left between now and the end of the year. So what I might like to do is also ask for an additional motion to maybe move some money from contingency. We have a lot of money in contingency. We have not taken anything from contingency as of yet, but maybe to move some money from contingency so we can continue to just pay the bills for the lawyers as we go between now and the end of the year without having to worry about doing budget modifications at every meeting.
What amount are you thinking?
I was thinking maybe if we do about $30,000 now to start, that we should be okay. That's
What is the contingency right now?
excuse me?
What is the
The
total line?
total
Oh.
contingency reserve is
We
$400,000.
put $400,000 in contingency this year, which was actually more than normal, but there were some reasons, some issues we thought we might have to deal with this year, specifically to this building. And we also have contracts that we're still waiting to settle. And, they go back years that we're going to have to take money to do retroactively. So we-
Consideration of hiring maybe a really chief financial person as well for the town, so.
So we put more money into contingency this year than normal because of all these issues, but we have not, as of yet, as we've been managing the town budget, we have not had to go back and take any money from contingency at all. But, I think at this point, we probably should just do that as a way to make the bookkeeping easier as we move forward because, obviously, we're doing everything right now. So that would probably help with us with, when it comes time to expend money. So,
Is that a motion?
so I'd like
We
to
already
make,
have a motion on the floor. though.
That was a motion, right?
so I made a motion to
Second.
take $30,000 out of contingency to put into the attorney line. And you seconding that, Kevin? Okay, any more discussion?
So we have two motions out there right now.
No.
Did
Do we? Okay.
Yeah, we didn't vote on the first one. Yeah.
Oh, because we never voted on the Squire Sanders?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I could like to,
We have two.
um,
Both are seconded.
right, okay, so
We
I,
voted on it once?
so all in favor for the hiring of Squire Patton Boggs?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion so carried. Do I have,
All in favor?
all in favor for the moving of $30,000 from contingency to the attorney line?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all in favor? Okay,
Aye.
motion so
Aye.
carried. Okay, so I guess there's nothing left on this issue. And what I'd like to do is just make a motion to go into executive session for just a little bit. I suspect we won't take action, but, you might want to just wait anyway or whatever, just for a very quick update and where we might go next with the contract negotiations for the Teamsters. So can I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion so carried. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
That's great. It's
Stan All.
Oh,
Hi, Jan.
oh, nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
I know your name. I just never.
Yes,
Yes, that's right.
Only
Yeah.
by email.
Yes.
I know your name. I just never actually met you. So what a pleasure.